Another beautiful day here at Palm Springs Stadium. Welcome on in, everybody. We're here for another game playing the San Diego Bombers. Glad to have you all in here. I'm Stephen Buxton, joined by Jack Glennon. And Jack, the Power are coming off a quick road trip. It was their first one of the season. They've done historically well on the road in the last couple of years. But yesterday, it was from top to bottom, nearly a perfect performance. Getting ready for a matchup against one of the better teams they'll play all season, the San Diego Bombers. They took on the SoCal Mavericks yesterday. It was a 7-inning and a 9-inning game. It was a doubleheader. They won both, and from top to bottom, if you look at the lineup, it was nothing but impressive numbers.
Absolutely, and the most impressive part to me is the walks. The plate discipline was absolutely fantastic. To me, the mark of a great team is can you win on the road, and they did exactly that. Both games really hard. You know that they were at least looking to split, but to win both games on the road is really impressive stuff.
It was one of those games when if you look up and down the lineup, it didn't matter who you were looking at. At bare minimum, someone was getting on base. For the most part, there were multi-hit games all over. People were driving in runs all over the place, and it seemed no matter who came out of that bullpen, everyone did fairly well, and especially in Game 1. Jacob Petersheim went 6 innings. He allowed 2 runs in the first inning, but after that, it was almost perfect. He walked the first 3 batters he saw, retired 10 straight after that, and provided a fantastic outing to throw it to Alex Oliver to close it out. The second game, it was similarly well pitched, but again, the offense was the real standout. 14 runs in that second game. And again, right now the Power bringing in a couple new faces. Nick English, Brett Williams, they'll be splitting time behind the plate. AJ Bianchina has been fantastic since he's been here. And Jaden Sanchez hitting second. He's playing center field. And he had a nice day yesterday, had a long bomb.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you look at the pitching performances from yesterday, it does so much because when you're coming off of a doubleheader and you're coming back home the next day to play another game, another 2-game series, you don't want to stretch your arms out so much on that road trip. So for Petersheim to pick up those 6 innings is huge for this Power team to kind of give that bullpen a big-time break before they come back home against a 2-game series against a team that you mentioned is a really, really difficult team that is looking to come into this building and split the series.
Power playing 6 games in 6 days. Here's game number 5, and on the mound it'll be Tyler Crawford tonight, and again, a couple more new faces. Isaac Imamura coming in. He's going to be playing second today. Naun Haro's in town now. So really, again, it's just exciting seeing this roster fill out as players' seasons end and as guys get into town. And we'll be ready for the next edition of Power Baseball in just a couple of minutes. First pitch and starting lineups coming up in just a moment.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
And we are back and ready for baseball. Welcome back, everybody. We are here on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon for another really exciting matchup. The Power hosting the San Diego Bombers, coming in town for the first time this season. And Jack, it's a squad that's usually top to bottom one of the more talented teams. It's an out of conference matchup. San Diego playing in the CCL. Used to have some time as an independent team, but again, from top to bottom, it's a pretty talented roster. A lot of guys from some big name schools and a lot of guys who are uncommitted in the transfer portal and just looking for a new home. They've got something to play for, and they usually always bring it for the Power. And for the Power, they're sending a new guy on the mound. Tyler Crawford, the big righty, starting out of San Bernardino Valley College. Came out of Fontana, California, went to Summit High School, and he's not a guy who's going to be throwing 95 out there, but as long as he can, work around the corners, as long as he can keep it low in the zone, there should be a lot of soft contact.
Yeah, Crawford is 6'2", right-hander, 155 pounds, a 4.19 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, 34.1 innings of work this past year at San Bernardino Valley College, just about 50 minutes away. Gave up 29 hits, 16 earned runs, 29 strikeouts to 14 walks. That's the part that really impresses me, Steven. 34 innings, just 14 walks, and 29 strikeouts. So not crazy strikeout stuff, but it really limits the walks, and that's what you need to do if you're a power pitcher right now, because that's been the main emphasis for Casey Dill's staff.
And he'll have a solid defense behind him. AJ Bianchino's been playing really well up the middle, and Jaden Sanchez, a new addition out of UNLV. He had a nice day yesterday, but for right now, Crawford gets set, gets his sign, and kicks and fires. First pitch, a ball upstairs. It's 1-0. Going against this lineup for the Bombers, Joey Dosco batting first, Dylan Martin, Jet Grossart the first three, Gianluca Finelli's going to clean it up, Truett Ross, Mark McCanney, and Dylan Perry the next three. And to round out the bottom of the lineup after this 1-1 pitch, Dylan Towning and Travis Perry. Power coming in 6-1 on the season. They won their two road games yesterday, 7-3 in 7 innings against the Mavericks, and 14-5 the second one. And we mentioned it earlier, that 7-3 win, all 3 runs went on Jacob Petersheim, but he put up an absolute clinic. 2-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Calling the balls and strikes, Andrew Bernius, and in the field, Wyatt Ellis. Those are your umpires for today.
2-2 pitch. Tyler Crawford set. Kicks and fires. Popped up off the end of the bat into shallow right center field. Ranging over is Nick English, and he'll take the first out of the day.
That's a nice catch by English. It makes it look a lot easier than it had to be because the sun is so brutal right now. Not necessarily the hottest night we've had here, but it's still really bright, especially out there in right field. You can just see the reflection off the glasses of English. So a really nice play to get this game started and non-productive out.
As Dylan Martin comes up, here's the power defense. Amari Conley, Jaden Sanchez, and Nick English in the outfield from left to right. Up the middle, A.J. Bianchina, Isaac Imamura. And on the corners of the infield, Caden Richards and Alex Hasso. Strike one called to Dylan Martin. Brett Williams getting his second start of the season behind the plate. The catcher out of St. Mary's had a good day yesterday. 0-1 pitch. A late called strike. It's 0-2.
And this is what you like to see right off the bat from Crawford. We talked about limiting the walks while he's getting ahead in the counts right away. And that's what the power pitchers struggled with early parts of the year. So this is really important for him to get ahead in the count early on.
0-2 from Crawford. Just off the edge. It's 1-2.
Good 0-2 pitch. See if you can get him to go around on the fastball, fading out of the zone. Don't hate it.
0-2, nobody on, one out. Lefty-righty matchup. Martin shoots one on the ground to short. Gobbled up by Bianchina. Long throw, gets him in time. We've got 2 outs.
And I don't know if that's a little bobble that the Power would have recovered from a week ago, Stephen. They were really struggling in the field, really making some kicking the ball around a lot. But right there, Bianchina able to regain his composure and make the play to first in plenty of time.
Yeah, Power first couple of games, it wasn't necessarily a lot of errors, but yes, they did have more than usual, but it seemed like they weren't just making the routine plays or weren't getting an out where they could. As that pitch is shot into the gap in left center field, it's going to hang up for Sanchez, and he'll collect that, and it's a 2-out single. Jack Grossart, the third baseman, getting things started for the Bombers offense. Now it's Gianluca Finelli. Finelli's a guy who's returning to this Bombers squad. Last season, he played against the Power as well. Still looking for a home for 2027, though. He's got 2 outs and a runner on first. First pitch, shot up in there. High, just past the infield, ranging in from deep center field is Sanchez, and he can't make the diving catch. Coming around from first is Grossart, and he's going to score on the 2-out hit.
That's a tough one, Buxton. I mean, you make the right play, you get the pop-up, you're a pitch-to-contact guy, you get the soft contact, and somehow a ball that barely leaves the infield has a guy scoring from first base with 2 down.
Yeah, you mentioned, or you talk about at times as Truett Ross steps up, guys hitting it into no man's land. Really that kind of triangle behind the middle infielders, right in front of either outfielder, depending on the side, and that was the definition of it right there. First pitch, a ball outside to Ross. Sanchez gave it his best effort. He must have ran about 150 feet to go after that one. Had a sliding attempt, and that ball just went right past the glove. And the 1-0 pitch is outside. It's 2-0.
This is where you cannot let one really tough break turn into 2 or 3 or 4. You got to move forward, get back into this count.
They're going to try and pick back to second, but the throw was just wide, and Bianchina, a good job to keep it from going into center field. So an RBI single, a 2-out RBI, and advancing on the throw for Gianluca Finelli. They're going to check on him again. Bianchina might have him, and he does. Tyler Crawford takes it into his own hands. The Bombers score 1, but they get cut down at second after Tyler Crawford catches Gianluca Finelli sleeping. To the bottom of the first, Bianchina, Sanchez, and Holmes do up. Power down 1-0 to the Bombers.
It's a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
1-0, bottom of the first here in Palm Springs. Sage Nelson takes the bump for the San Diego Bombers. A solid first inning for Tyler Crawford. Got the first 2 outs, but back-to-back singles allowed Jack Grossart to score from first. So the Power punching up for what seems like the millionth time this season. It's been a season filled with nothing but comebacks pretty much, Jack, and right now AJ Bianchina in a familiar spot. The lineup for the Power: Bianchina, Sanchez, and Holmes the first 3. Caden Richards and Nick English 4 and 5. And the bottom half, Brett Williams, Alex Hasso, Amari Conley, and Isaac Imamura. First pitch out of the hand of Nelson, low, it's ball 1.
That's a key right here. Get ahead in the count. First batter of the game, Bianchina. We talked about it in the Agua Caliente Casinos pregame. Getting ahead in the count is the key to unlocking that offense early on.
It was a tough game 1 for Bianchina when he first stepped on Palm Springs Stadium's grounds, but went 0 for there, has been on fire since. He's played 6 games with the team. He's got a 5-game hitting streak. He was 3 for 9 yesterday. And in that span, he's got 4 extra base hits for some more measure. Had a bomb yesterday in the second game. He's ahead 2-0 here. And he's ahead 3-0 now.
And not only has he been effective, but he's been timely, Steven. He's been the guy that the reason he's moving up in the lineup is because of the timeliness of his hits. He's come up big when they need him to late in these ball games.
3-0 pitch to Bianchina. Just misses the zone about an inch off. And it's a 4-pitch walk to lead things off for the Power.
Well, I always like to say big rallies always start with a walk. And walking the leadoff guy is the easiest thing to avoid. There's no one on base. You want to go after the leadoff guy, usually a contact hitter, so it's not like they can hurt you too much, and walking him is just like giving him a base hit. It's really a tough pill to swallow, so we'll see how Nelson recovers.
Now it's Jaden Sanchez out of UNLV. Had his first action with the Power yesterday, and it was about as good as you can expect. Game 1, got a hit in his first at-bat, hit a home run in his third. Went 2 for 3 in that contest. He's behind 0-1. As a junior out of Arlington High School, hit .292 this past season in limited action for the Rebels. And the count's 1-1.
Power haven't taken a swing yet, and I love that. Make Sage Nelson prove to you that he can find the zone, and until he does that, just keep taking all the way.
1-1 pitch. Will Sanchez bat leave his shoulders? Goes after it, gets under it, and fouls it off. It's 1-2.
It's almost like you heard me, Steven. He does come in here, but still like the approach by Sanchez. Not a super long hack, a very short swing there. So just trying to move Bianchina over. You got to remember, situationally, the tying run is got speed, and he's on first base.
1-2 pitch. Sanchez waiting in the dirt, and a nice stop there by Dylan Towning. 2-2 now. Nobody out. Bianchina at first. Nelson set and fires. 2-2 pitch outside, and the counts ran full.
Shows you the plate discipline of Sanchez. You're always taught as a young player to protect the plate with 2 strikes. That's a really close pitch, but was indeed off the outside. So a nice job there by Sanchez to lay off.
Payoff pitch to Sanchez. Nelson fires. Sanchez gets under it. Pops it up a mile, and that's going to land just past our batting cages down the right field line.
And in doing so, Sanchez has bought himself the advantage of knowing that Nelson has to come in, because you walked the first guy, you walked the leadoff guy, and now you have the heart of the order coming up. You can't afford to walk Sanchez, so Nelson has got to come in here time and time again, and Sanchez knows it.
Payoff pitch again to Sanchez. Nelson set and fires. Sanchez goes the other way and foul again. Already 7 pitches this at-bat from Sanchez. 11 in the inning so far, and a runner on first and no outs for the Power.
And this is exactly what we highlighted in the pregame earlier today. Get deep in these counts, work those pitchers' arms. Good things happen when you put the ball in play and get deep in counts.
3-2 again to Sanchez. In the dirt, skips away from Towning, and Bianchina just going to trot to second. Sanchez to first. Back-to-back walks for the Power to start it off. Defensively for the Bombers, Dylan Perry in left, Travis Perry in center, Gianluca Finelli in right. Up the middle, Martin and Dosco. And on the corners, Grossart and Ross. Behind the plate is Towning. And all on the mound, Sage Nelson. Now it's R.J. Holmes. Another one of the new additions for the Power, the shortstop out of Virginia. And stop me if you've heard this before. He had a nice first couple of games in the red and white yesterday. DHing today, but yesterday scored 2 runs, had 2 walks, had 2 stolen bases in game 1. Couple nice plays defensively as well. One of the better athletes you'll see come through this place. One of the higher ranked recruits out of California. First pitch, or second pitch in the dirt. But they're going to call that a strike.
Yeah, that's a tough call. There's a big difference, Stephen, between a 1-1 and a 2-0. A 2-0 is really preferable for a hitter, especially with 2 guys on. You pretty much know it's going to be a fastball. A 1-1, Nelson can go wherever he pleases here.
1-1 pitch. Holmes said he's got a couple ducks on the pond. Nelson fires. Holmes swings and misses. It's 1-2.
Well, Holmes' job now, protect the plate, move someone over, put the ball in play, but not on the ground. Get a fly ball somewhere into the outfield.
And most importantly, move the line to Caden Richards on deck, arguably the best hitter on the Power this season. 1-2 pitch. Nelson looking back and fires. Holmes on the ground, down the left side, but foul.
That's exactly what I mean here. Work the count, protect the plate, tough as nails, foul it off. Get in this guy's head. It annoys pitchers, Steven. It annoys pitchers for sure when you're just will not go away, and that's something that Holmes has done a good job of here.
Holmes prepped at Vista Marietta High School. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt, and the double steal pays off for the Power. Towning didn't even have a chance to throw out one of them.
And that's huge because now it eliminates the double play. So, barring something super unorthodox, the double play completely out of possibility. And now you have the tying run 90 feet away, nobody out. You can even sacrifice fly here, or even a ground ball soft enough could get a run home.
2-2 pitch. Nelson set and delivers. Holmes swings right on top of the fastball, and he goes down on strikes. First out of the game for the Power.
Well, the problem there was by the time he got the guy to third base, he had 2 strikes on him, so you can't go around for a bunt. You really have to put the ball softly on the ground somewhere or put it in the air deep enough to get the runner home. But unfortunately for the Power, exactly what you cannot afford right there, a strikeout.
But they can't afford for this guy to stay hot. Caden Richards riding an 8-game hitting streak. Hasn't missed out on a single game this season, and watches ball 1 just low.
Yeah, Richards has been the hottest hitter in the CPCL. He's been absolutely fantastic, and he's been a huge reason as to why the Power lineup has been so dynamic these past few weeks.
1-0 pitch, up and in. It's 2-0.
And it shows in the way they're pitching to him, Steven. You can tell that Nelson doesn't want anything to do with Richards, especially with the base open 90 feet away.
Richards came in with a bang. On opening day, had a home run. He was an extra base hit demon for the first couple days, but hasn't had one in his last 4. That one down and away. It's 3-0.
Yeah, they're not all excited about pitching to Richards, I don't think. It's a different story with the bases loaded, different story with guys on first and second, but with that first base open, it gets really tempting for an opposing pitcher to just give him 4 balls.
3-0 pitch. Right down Broadway, 3-1. Richards on the season, third in the clubhouse with a 375 batting average, and OPS approaching 1,200, slugging 687 on the season. 32 at-bats, he scored 13 runs, and he fouls that one off. It's 3-2 now. 13 runs, 12 hits, a couple doubles, a triple, and 2 bombs. 9 RBI for Richards.
2 of those doubles and the triple came in the same game.
Most RBIs on the team. And trying to drive in his fellow Rebel. He's got Sanchez on second, Bianchina on third. The payoff pitch up and in, and the bases are loaded now for Nick English.
Fantastic at bat. Not the first one we've seen from the power today. That's 3 walks. And now you got Sage Nelson up to 24 pitches, and don't think you're not getting in his head by doing so, because walks are the most frustrating thing for a pitcher.
Now it's Nick English. He's split time between catcher and outfield at Kansas State. Today playing right field, but he's really solid behind the plate. He's a good athlete, and Jack, he's a guy who, as a freshman, came in and just lit up a really competitive Big 12. Out of Kansas State, grew up in Olaf, Kansas, and as a freshman, he was a Big 12 honorable mention, started 57 games. 1-0 on English. Nelson gets a strike called. It's 1-1.
The thing I like about English, Steven, is his versatility. When I sat down with the now San Francisco Giants manager, Tony Vitello, he said his biggest piece of advice for young players was don't pigeonhole yourself to one position. Give yourself the opportunity to find at-bats anywhere in the lineup, and he does just that.
Fouls it off. It's 1-2. English played 58 games as a freshman. He started 57, but it hasn't been the same since. He's only played 65 total since, so the bulk of his career numbers are in that 2024 freshman season, but his numbers were good in 2026. 1-2 pitch to English. Fouls it off and stays alive. This past season, 250 batting average, a 427 on base, 603 slug, an OPS over 1,000, but he only played 28 games. 6 home runs, 19 walks, 16 runs scored. So really good production from English. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, skips away from Towning, and this will score a run. Bianchina comes in, and this game is tied. Bianchina scores, Sanchez to third, and it's 1-1 now with a 2-2 count to English.
And just like that, it takes away the possibility of a double play, takes away the possibility of a force out at home. That does more than score a run for the Power. It creates a huge opportunity for not only a single to score 2 more runs, but now it limits the defense, as the defense will be pulled in for the Bombers.
English came in off the bench yesterday in Game 2 and had a knock. He started in Game 1 and went 2 for 4. That pitch out of the zone. It's 3-2 now. A big spot early for the Power, trying to put up a crooked number. 3-2, 1 out, 2 on. Infield playing in. Sage Nelson gets a sign and fires. A swing and a miss and a big strikeout for the Bombers.
That's huge right there, especially with the full count. English knows you got to come in. He does. Blew the fastball right by him.
Now it's Brett Williams. Him and English will be taking the load behind the dish pretty much exclusively going forward until Owen Michelson is back. And right now for Williams, it's been smooth sailing so far. Shoots it up the middle. That lands for a hit. 1 run scores. They're going to wave around Richards. And the play at the plate is not in time. A 2 RBI single for Brett Williams. It's 3-2.
Fantastic approach there. Likes the first pitch, goes after it, shoots it right back where it came. Puts it right on the ground where nobody's at. Great situational hitting from Brett Williams.
3-1 Power and more 2-out production. This time from Williams, another new guy, but He's made a big impact already. Now it's Alex Hasso, who in every big moment it seems like this guy's been up. First pitch, called strike one. Did not have a good day yesterday. Went 0 for 3 in game 2, and that snapped a 7-game on base streak. But a .435 batting average for Hasso. 0-1 pitch. 0-2 now. He's been our player of the game twice already. He walked off the second game of the season. And on Saturday, he went 4 for 5 and got on base all 5 times. 0-2 pitch for Hasso. Off the end of the bat, down the right side. It's going far, but it's well foul.
What I like about Hasso is his two-strike approach. He doesn't shorten up a lot. He remains confident in that swing. Look, you can see his hands all the way on the bottom of that bat. Doesn't shorten up a crazy amount. Just approaches it like anything else. I think that confidence is half the battle.
0-2 to Hasso. Runners going. Hasso scoops it in there to the third baseman, Grossart, and he'll retire the side. Power plate 3 in the first. It's 3-1. Second inning coming up. We'll be right back here on the Palm Springs Power YouTube channel.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Top of the second here in Palm Springs, and it's going to be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Bombers. Punching up against the Power now. They flipped the script with 3 in the first, and they got a 2-run lead here for Tyler Crawford, who had back-to-back singles on him in the first, and one of them scored Gianluca Finelli, but some good work by him, able to erase the mistake, and Troy Ross goes after that one, deposits it into short left field, and rounds hard for a leadoff single.
And as a pitcher, that's so infuriating. And that's the second time it's happened to him today. Just a little bloop. You get the exact kind of contact you want, weak contact, and that will show up tomorrow in the box score, Stephen, as a line drive up the middle.
Wasn't a good swing. It wasn't a well-hit ball. 65 off the bat, but you said it all shows up the same, and now it's their DH, Mark McNanny. Ahead 1-0. Checked his swing. Did he go? And they're going to say he didn't. It's 2-0. Some good stuff out of the hand of Crawford. Even with the slight build, 6'2", 155 pounds. A fastball in the upper to mid-80s and a couple good breaking pitches. Fastball on the edge there, perfectly placed. It's 2-1.
Really good pitch right there after falling behind 2-0. Doesn't give anything over the heart of the plate, but goes right on that outside corner. Took a risk and made it pay off.
2-1 pitch from Crawford. McNanny swings under it, and he goes down on strikes. First strikeout of the day for Crawford, and He's a guy who, he was a late addition to this team, but he's a guy who Casey and this entire staff can be really excited about. Out of San Bernardino College, he's a guy who Casey Dillon, even if you go into the PSCL ranks, Sam DiMatteo and several other guys have seen firsthand. His best outing of the season was actually against the Power, April 20th, or against COD. April 23rd, had 7 innings as the starter that day, 3 hits, 3 runs, but just one of them earned, took home the win in a 16-7 win over the Roadrunners. 0-1 to Dylan Perry. Skies it above the infield on the right side, ranging over is Richards, and in foul territory, he'll collect the second out.
Finally, Crawford gets the result he wants on a pop-up. It's about the 4th pop-up we've seen, and it's the only one that hasn't gone for a single.
Yeah, again, he's had a couple of really poorly hit balls that just landed on outfield grass, and again, it doesn't matter how they're hit. It just matters where they went and the fact that a fielder wasn't on the other end catching it. And now it's Dylan Towning. Rips one down the right side. That gets through into right field, and a 2-out single keeps this inning alive.
Great approach. Got a pitch on the inside part of the plate. Fights it right back where it came towards the pull side. Really nice approach from Dylan Towning. Moves a runner into scoring position with 2 outs.
And you mentioned in our pregame, the Power have seemed to almost scuffle a little bit in the first couple of innings. It's been better recently, but where you can really pinpoint it is at the beginning of the season, they just struggled to finish it off. They struggled to get that 3rd out, and opponents almost had a bit of a field day with 2 outs over the first week or so against this Power team. It's 1-0 to Travis Perry now. 9th batter for the Bombers. Grounds one back to Crawford. He'll take it himself, shovel it to Jasso. And we're through an inning and a half here in Palm Springs. It's 3-1. 8-9-1 due up for the Power. We'll be right back for the bottom of the second.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection, and an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Amari Conley, Isaac Imamura, and AJ Bianchina, the first 3 due up for the Power. Welcome back. Bottom 2 here in Palm Springs. 3-1 the score after 3 runs on just 1 hit in the first inning for the Power. A 2 RBI single for Brett Williams, the lone knock for Palm Springs, but that's all they needed. The other run, AJ Bianchina scoring on a wild pitch. All against Sage Nelson, out for his second inning of work. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Stephen Buxton. To my right is Jack Glennon. It's a beautiful night in the desert and a great night for some more Power baseball. Again, Power had a great series on the road yesterday against the SoCal Mavericks. They'll play them again in a couple weeks, but it's a team that no matter where it is, whether it's here, whether it's at Canyon High School, UCR traditionally, or anywhere else you've put them on the road, they've been nearly unstoppable.
And I feel like I say it every broadcast, Stephen, but is there anything better than a desert night in Southern California with some baseball. What better combination is there than that?
I'm going to trademark that, and you're going to have to pay me every time you say that. How many calls have you been on?
This is number 3.
Well, number 5, Amari Conley steps up, the leadoff batter this inning. He's been on base all 6 games he's appeared for the Power. The Tennessee Martin product watches ball 1 outside. So, yeah, it's 3. You owe me a lot of money already.
Yeah, it would appear that way. Amari Conley, Tennessee Martin. That's about 6 hours down the road from me. Just take I-40 west.
Watches ball 2 downstairs. Conley's a really cool story. I got to talk to him a little bit when we appeared on 1270 AM Fox Sports for the Coachella Valley Sports Report this past Saturday. It was him, myself, and Cam Whitty as the 2-0 pitch. Skips away from Towning. It's 3-0. But he didn't really know much about baseball. He grew up in Mississippi, and he grew up playing football and baseball. But how he got into baseball, it was really a mother's friend who sort of referred him to it. His family didn't know much about it, and he started playing t-ball at a young age. He excelled from the get-go, and tragically, that force in his life did pass away recently, and he's been playing baseball for her. He has high aspirations for himself. He's a great athlete, played college football as well, and right now just sticking to baseball. He's gone into the outfield, and the big lefty takes a 5-pitch walk here.
Yeah, and UT Martin's no joke of a program either. Very competitive, especially with other schools in West Tennessee.
Grew up in Grenada, Mississippi, and has 5 siblings, but this past season at UT Martin, 31 games played and had some really solid numbers, a .284 batting average, and he moves the line to Isaac Imamura. Playing second base today out of Allen Hancock College.
Home fans getting their first look at Imamura.
And he's a guy who, he'll be playing a lot in the PSCL as well, but right now with the Power, what you can get excited about is the fact that as a freshman at Allen Hancock, 20 RBI, a 300 batting average, and some really consistent playing time. He's a good glove up the middle. Conley going. Imamura slashes that one down the line, but it tails foul.
And, Steven, I don't think we've said to our viewers yet, happy PSCL opening day.
It's been a big day for all of us. You were on the backfield this morning scoring a couple games, and the rest of us were over here for day 1 of PSCL. It's Palm Springs Stadium and this whole complex getting a whole lot more full. A big contingent of players coming in for what I'm pretty sure is the 9th straight year. On the ground to the left, could be 2. Down to second, they're going to get Imamura at first. And a nice double play by Martin Dosco and Ross.
Well, that's a perfect example of why 6 + 4 + 3 = 2. A great double play right there. The most impressive part about it, took their time. It's so easy to feel rushed on a double play, but when you take your time, make the correct read, don't panic, that's what happens.
Turns it over for A.J. Bianchina. No one on, 2 outs. Bianchina walked in 4 pitches his first time. First pitch, up and away. It's ball 1.
Yeah, a lot of great talent from all over the country coming in for the PSCL, the Power Summer Collegiate League. Got a good look at that talent today. I know it'll be you and me tomorrow for the PSCL.
1-0. 1-1 now. Fastball on the outer edge. 1-1, 2 outs. Bianchina trying to extend it. He's a guy who every day just looks better and better. He's really made some great plays defensively up the middle.
And that's something they needed before he came into town, Steven.
Playing his college ball for the Pepperdine Waves. Spent his first couple years at UNC Charlotte. Guy out of De La Salle High School. Played running back out there.
Up in the Bay Area, De La Salle.
One of the best high school football programs out there in the Bay Area.
Absolutely.
1-2 in the dirt. Count evens at 2. And you mentioned that he's a guy who you seem to think that he's up in the right time. He's getting his hits in the right time, making plays at the right time. His first career home run couldn't have come in a better time. 9th inning of an 11-11 game against Memphis. Walked it off for his first collegiate home run. 2-2 pitch to Bianchina. Off the end of the bat, foul.
And what I love about Bianchina is that he's hit so well all over the lineup. His first game here, he hit 9th, moved up to 6th to 2. Now he's hitting leadoff, and he's just had such a great approach, approaching every single at-bat the same way, treating everything the same no matter what spot in the lineup he's hitting, and he's had so much success wherever Casey Dill puts him, and that makes him so valuable.
2-2 to Bianchina. Nelson fires. Bianchina with a dribbler up the middle to short, and they'll get him in time. 1-2-3 inning for the Power. A double play doing the bulk of the work for the Bombers. We're through 2 in Palm Springs. It's a 2-run game. We'll be right back after this.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Hamburgers, all about.
Thank you for calling the Sandwich Spot. Is this a sandwich emergency? It's a sandwich emergency!
Great sandwiches made with love. The Sandwich Spot. Love all, eat all. Located in downtown Palm Springs inside of the Henry Frank Arcade.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Joey Dosko stepping up, the leadoff batter, leading things off here in the third against Tyler Crawford. First pitch and a foul ball. It's 0-1. 3-1 the score here in Palm Springs. All of that happening in the first. A pair of zeros put up by San Diego and the Power in the second. It'll be Dosko, Martin, and Grossart. And Dosko goes up the middle, and that one's tailing into right field, and that'll be a leadoff single.
Yeah, that's a very impressive approach there. Go the other way. The most impressive part about Tyler Crawford, though, isn't the velocity. It's the stuff. And when you can beat that and go the other way against off speed and against breaking balls, it makes it even more impressive. That's not easy to do, especially hitting from the same side.
And he's looked good so far. That one, a fastball right at the bottom of the zone. And just, again, a nice piece of hitting by Dosko, able to lower the bat head and go after it. Not easy to hit a well-placed fastball, but he did it there. 1-0 to Dylan Martin after that one misses.
Tyler Crawford, a Fontana, California native. Actually, a utility player, hit .284 last season at San Bernardino Valley College. In 35 games, stole 3 bases. So this is a guy who can really do it all.
Played in the IEAC, the same conference as the COD Roadrunners, so this place very familiar with him, but he's a guy who, again, you mentioned that two-way ability. He got a ton of playing time as a true freshman.
And I can see why, Steven. This is a guy who's got excellent stuff. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and yes, that leads to hits, but you saw the quality of hits that these Bombers have had tonight. It's not like they're 110-mile-an-hour line drives. It's a lot of bloops.
3-0 pitch finds the zone. It's 3-1, but yeah, you said it again. He's done really well through the first 2+ so far. He's got a 3-1 count here, but as a batter, he had 35 games, or he appeared in 35 games, had 74 at-bats. As a pitcher, 13 appearances. Had a couple saves in there as well, 4 starts. But if you're looking for guys as a true freshman, you don't see him with that kind of bulk. And Bianchina gets a ground ball and does it all himself. A twin killing there and a nice play for the power shortstop.
And huge to get that double play. Now it clears the bases. It really settles down Crawford, who's already got a low pitch count. But to go back to Tyler Crawford's season last year at SBVC, this is a guy who just does what he's asked. And that is such a huge asset to a team, especially a summer team like the Power. It makes everyone's jobs easier when you have a guy who can do so much.
First pitch in on the hands. Hasso takes it, and he'll take it himself. A quick 1-2-3 third inning. Another double play turned here, and the Power going up to bat. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4 due up. Sanchez, Holmes, and Kanan Richards.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bottom 3 in Palm Springs, 3-1 the score. A 1-2-3 inning on the back of a nice double play turned by A.J. Bianchina. Ground ball that he took himself, made a strong throw to Alex Hasso, and Hasso got a ground ball himself the very next pitch, and a nice quick inning for Tyler Crawford. Jaden Sanchez stepping up to the dish. Brett Holmes, Kaden Richards, the first 3 due up. Nick English, if one of them can reach.
And what was so impressive about Bianchina's double play is he gets the ball at mid-short, takes it by himself, looks off the second baseman, says, "To heck with you," takes it to the bag, and makes a nice throw in plenty of time to first, showing off the speed, the arm, and the glove. It wasn't an easy hop for him either at short, Steven.
Looks like one of the infielders, I think that's Dosco at second base, did not have the right glove. So a quick break for Joey Dosco to go grab the right leather, and he's back at second. Jaden Sanchez in the box, and we're ready for the bottom of the third. Sage Nelson back out for his third inning of work. Fires in a fastball that's called strike 1.
Yeah, a little easy fastball there right down the middle. Don't blame Sanchez for taking base on his last AB. A really long one ended up being a walk, and Sanchez hasn't seen a lot of good pitches from Nelson so far today.
0-1, Sanchez rips that into the gap. That's going to get down. Sanchez turning for 2. He's in there safely. And that ball gets away, but a good job by Ross, able to pick that off and prevent a speedy runner from taking third. So leadoff double for Jaden Sanchez, and another really hard hit ball, 97 off the bat.
And when you look up at the scoreboard, you wonder, well, what's got the Power leading 3-1? Well, Stephen, every single inning now, the Power have gotten their leadoff guy on base, and that is so huge. The first 2 innings, it was a walk, and now a double.
It's a trend they've started over the last week, and it's been combined with a gritty, grinded-out approach at the plate. They see more pitches than almost any summer ball team you'll see in the country. Now it's R.J. Holmes. First pitch, Uncle Charlie falls out of the sky for strike one.
And anytime you can put together the long at-bats that this team does, you're going to see good pitches later in the at-bat. The longer your at-bat is, the more likely you are to see a mistake from Nelson. So Sanchez saw one there, took advantage of it, pulled it to left center, got himself a double. That's all you can ask for.
0-1, Holmes with the runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Shoots it up the middle. That's going to land in center field. They're putting up the stop sign for Sanchez, so it'll be runners on the corners with nobody out.
Another beautiful approach. You can't talk enough about the middle of this order so far today. Combined 2 for 3 with a pair of walks and an extra base hit. 2, 3, and 4 this lineup is. So finding the good pitch, waiting, keeping the hands back, and fighting it right back where it came. That's been the common theme.
And Holmes is going to be a guy who's going to be really fun to watch as a true freshman at Virginia in the ACC. 26 games, he batted .338, had a .922 OPS. He was ranked as the 21st ranked recruit out of high school, and that one gets away, and Holmes was already halfway down to second by the time that shot away from Towning, so he'll take his base.
That's no easy conference to play in either, with the likes of Cal, Stanford, all these other programs, Duke, UNC, who looks to be one of the best teams in the country all in all this year. So it's not an easy conference to play in, and when you're playing at that level, you learn so much about the game so fast, especially getting reps as a freshman, because you just have to adapt. It's so much different than the high school level.
1-0 to Richards in the zone. It's 1-1. The 4-star recruit, and it was an up and down season in 2026 with the glove for Holmes. But again, you can't replicate a 900 plus OPS and a .338 batting average as a true freshman. Richards on the ground down the left side. It'll score one. And an RBI fielder's choice for Caden Richards.
And you'll take that if you're the Power, because it buys you that extra, a little too early to say insurance, but it does widen the gap a little bit in terms of your lead. It's a productive out because it moves the other runner to third. So now you have another opportunity with less than 2 outs. A soft ground ball, a fly ball deep enough, will get that second run home, and now that will bring up Nick English.
4-1 the score, 4 runs on 3 hits for the Power. Nick English 0 for 1, struck out on 7 pitches in the first. Infield playing in. English shoots that right over our heads. It's strike one.
I thought I had that one, Steven.
Jackford, there was not a second when you even were close to that. That ball was a good 10 feet over our heads.
That one, I thought I could have had it. Maybe if I lunged out of the box, I might have had a chance.
Infield playing in. Trying to get that out at home. Keep it to a 3-run lead. English shoots it the other way, foul. 0-2.
Quickly, English is in the hole 0-2, but you got to find a way to put this ball in play, even if it is a sharp ground ball. Give those fielders something to think about. Don't make this easy on Nelson.
0-2 pitch to English. Swing and a miss. The curveball got him. A drop third strike, and looked like there was some confusion there because English started running and stopped about halfway through. And the ball was on the ground, so Towning didn't even know where it was. No throw was made, and English is just going to stop about halfway and walk back to the dugout. So second strikeout of the day for English. Now it's Brett Williams. The St. Mary's backstop coming off a incredible season for the Gales. They knocked off the #1 seed wire to wire in the country, UCLA, on a play where former Power shortstop Cody Kashimoto, who played out here in 2024, scored the winning run to knock off the Bruins in 10.
Brett Williams at St. Mary's in the Bay Area is a physics major. That is way above my pay grade. I know it's above yours. No offense, partner.
It is. Don't worry.
That is some hard stuff. And when you combine baseball with physics, it's not the combination that typically comes to mind for a college athlete.
Went to San Marcos High School, grew up in Carlsbad, played 17 games as a freshman, hit over 350. 2026 at St. Mary's. Played even more, 20 starts, 78 at-bats. He had 28 games where he appeared. He's got a 2-1 count here. But the big righty slashed 359, 339, 474, of 867 OPS as a true sophomore. The Gales got to be excited for what they've got in Williams. 2-1 pitch. Check swing, didn't go around. Frankly, it was closer to hitting him. So it's 3-1.
Oh, they'd be foolish not to be excited. This is a kid who has all the physical tools, not to mention the brain. I mean, obviously, not only does he have a knack in the classroom, he has a knack for the game. You watch this guy play. He plays the game the right way. He's a very smart player, especially behind the dish. And he impacts success on a team like this in so many ways outside of the box score.
3-1 pitch. Williams under it, and it's a full count.
For example, this gritty, grindy at-bat, sure, you look at it, you say it's 3-2, but the approach that he's had will not show up in the box score tomorrow. You watch this guy taking that bat, and that hard-fought single he had in the first inning, and now the long, drawn-out at-bat with a guy on third. It's impressive watching this guy taking that bat and seeing how much he fights.
Payoff pitch to Williams. Under it, foul, and that's going to go out of play again.
Another one. This guy just does not give in, and again, the more you take a guy like Nelson, a fastball-heavy guy, into a deep count, the more likely you are to get that mistake pitch, and that's exactly what Williams is thinking and looking for right here.
The south side of Sunrise Park is getting worn out early today. A lot of balls going over there. Payoff pitch to Williams. In the dirt, and a long at-bat results in a walk.
Beautiful stuff.
So it's runners on the corners. Alex Hasso up for his second time. Lined out to third to end the first. Another long inning for the Power. Hasso, their sixth batter of the inning. Just one run scored so far in this frame, but slowly breaking down this Bombers pitching staff. First pitch to Hasso. Catches the bottom of the zone. It's 0-1.
Hasso was recruited as a pitcher. He was the D2 City Pitcher of the Year in high school. Maywood Center for Enriched Studies. That was his high school. In Southgate, California.
0-1 pitch up the middle. That's going to bounce off second base and get through. RBI single for Alex Hasso. They're going to send Williams from first to third. Holmes scores, and it's 5-1.
Well, he didn't look like a pitcher there. He looked like a professional hitter with the way he knocks that one back up the middle, exactly where it came from. Situationally, couldn't have asked for anything better. Now you got runners on the corners for a lefty-righty matchup.
Now the seventh batter of the inning, Amari Conley. Walked in his first at-bat in the second. He's got 2 outs, runners on the corners. And if the big lefty can get anything in the gaps, he can run like the best of them. First pitch on the ground down the right side, but Ross snags it. He'll take it back to the bag and end the inning. Another pair of runs for the Power. It's 5-1 going to the fourth inning here in Palm Springs.
Quality first is quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta, For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hey, now when you start getting me involved.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by.
In Palm Springs, 5-1 here at beautiful Palm Springs Stadium. Misters turned on, a bit of a breeze, and a wonderful night for baseball. Gianluca Finelli, Truett Ross, and Mark McNanny, the first three due up against Tyler Crawford, who you can't be impressed enough about what this righty has done so far. Just one run, the one run in the first inning, but ever since he's gone 2 over the minimum.
Well, we talked about it a little bit earlier, those hits in the box score. Yes, he's given up 5 hits. It's been a little bit deceiving. What I am more impressed by is not the soft contact, but the no walks. He's had perfect control of the zone, and that is exactly what we talked about in the pregame, Steven.
And the pitch count's in pretty good shape right now. It just came off a quick third inning. Got a double play and a first pitch ground ball to Alex Hasso. So not a ton there in the third, and nobody warming up in the power bullpen right now. So we'll see how long they keep the leash going for Crawford.
Imagine it's pretty long. This will be pitch number 35, and you want to be at 60 or less through 4, so he's got some leeway.
Third pitch out of the zone. It's 2-1. Finelli ripped that RBI single in the first, but was picked off by Crawford standing at second. Hits one on the ground, a chopper to Bianchina. Long throw, gets him in time.
Bianchina's just been so impressive in the field tonight. Already with 3 assists and a putout. Him and Hasso have a real good connection over there at first.
He didn't hit it hard at all, so Bianchina had to deliver a strong throw to make up for the time lost with that ball just getting to him. But a nice play by the Pepperdine Wave. Now it's Truett Ross.
And you know what I like best about A.J. Bianchina, Stephen Buxton?
What?
He's a Giants fan. I think that's the best part about him.
And the broadcast. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, it's 1-1 to Truett Ross.
Forget the glove, forget the speed, forget the bat. Forget the versatility in the lineup.
It's his MLB team affiliation that really does it for you.
That's right.
1-1. Truett Ross had a single to start the second. On the ground, chopper to Imamura to his right, ranges and throws him out.
And that's very comforting. Imamura looks pretty comfortable out there. It's his first play he's had all night. He looks comfortable. He looks not rushed. And with the middle infield that's been so iffy so far this season, he looks like he's doing a nice job so far, at least, of staying composed, under control, no pressure.
Sends it over to Mark McNanny. 0 for 1, struck out on 6 pitches. Lines it up the middle. That's through for a hit. A 2-out single keeps the inning going for the Bombers. But for Bianchina, again, you mentioned that, again, just everything keeps getting better, even if your poor taste in baseball teams is what really gets them for you. The defense has been outstanding, and his counterpart, Imamura, looks the part so far. I was talking to Casey about him earlier today, and basically he said, hey, we don't necessarily know a ton about Imamura. He's new to town so far, but he was the starting second baseman at Allen Hancock, which is one of the better D2 schools in the country. So at bare minimum, he's going to hold his own with his glove, and we've seen it.
We have, and I hope we'll continue to see it because it's a middle infield that's really needed a steady glove, especially at second base.
1-1 to Perry. In the dirt, skips away from Williams. The runner will advance. McNanny taking a hard turn around second, but he'll stay there. It's 2-1.
Favorite baseball player for A.J. Bianchina? Alex Bregman. Didn't see that one coming, especially not from a Giants fan. Christian McCaffrey, his favorite football player. That makes sense, a Bay Area guy. But Alex Bregman, that that is a little puzzling.
2-1 pitch. Just gets a piece of it.
Maybe you assume he grew up playing third, or I know Alex Bregman played a little bit of short back in the day.
I'm just trying to figure out reasons why, but we'll figure that out during the break. Right now, it's a 2-2 pitch. 2 outs, a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Tyler Crawford. And through 3.5, it's 5-1 Power.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Imamura leading it off for the Power here in the bottom of the 4th. Middle innings upon us here in Palm Springs. Imamura, Bianchina, and Sanchez. First 3 against Sage Nelson.
Imamura first time up, had a nice walk, made a nice play in the field just half inning ago, making a good impression here early.
Imamura with a ground ball to short. Quick transfer and a throw down to first. Gets him on the first pitch. So a couple ground balls for Imamura. He's 0 for 2 on the day, and now it's Bianchina. Nobody on and 1 out here for the Power. Bianchina 0 for 1 today, but reached on a walk and scored in the first. Third time seeing Sage Nelson. Rare that you get to see that this early in the game. And especially rare that the pitcher's even out there if you're going out there or going at him for the 3rd time in the 4th. Most of the time, if you say, yeah, the 3rd time around through the order, it's the 4th inning already. If it's the Power who are doing that, you're looking at a score that might even be 7-1, 8-1, 9-1, but it's 5-1 right now.
Especially with the line that Nelson's had, it hasn't been impressive.
Hard ground ball to second base. Dosco with a nice stop and turns and fires to get a sprinting Bianchina. We've got 2 outs. Now it's Jaden Sanchez.
And this is the guy that we've wanted to see, and he's continued to impress after a nice start. 1 for 1 today, a walk, a leadoff double. Came around and scored.
Sanchez has got on 7 of his first 11 trips to the plate. Shoots that on the ground. It gets past Grossort. Couldn't make the play there. A speedy Sanchez trying to hustle into second. That ball skips away again. But Ross there to save the day for the Bombers for the second time in 3 innings. And Sanchez stays at second after there.
Another nice approach. It'll go down as an error, but hard contact causes tough plays. Hard contact right there from Sanchez. That one could really go either way.
So make it 8 of the first 12 plate appearances for Sanchez that he's reached. And a runner on second. Power trying to put together a 2-out rally. R.J. Holmes at the dish. Hits one high in the air out to deep left field. Going back on it, Dylan Perry, and he'll settle in front of the track. Holmes put a charge in one, but 353 feet later, Dylan Perry on the other side. We're through 4 in Palm Springs. It's 5-1 Power.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smooth.
Top of the 5th in Palm Springs. Dylan Towning leading it off against Tyler Crawford, who has been fantastic so far, and his offense has backed him up. Ripped down the right side, but that was foul from the jump. 0-1.
And when you have a performance like Crawford's had, you can only just pray that the offense will back him up. We see so many pitchers across the country, especially at this level, getting absolutely no support from their offense. So it's refreshing to see Crawford get 5 runs across the first 4 innings.
0-1 pitch in the dirt. It's 1-1. There is movement in the bullpen, but no pitcher on the mound just yet. 1-1. Crawford deals right off the dish. It's 2-1.
Crawford's had such good command of the zone, still through 4, no walks.
2-1 pitch. Off the plate, it's 3-1.
Maybe I should have knocked on wood here. Gets himself into a hitter's count for perhaps the first time all day. We'll see how he responds. Towning knows he's got to come in here.
6 hits against him, but just 1 run the damage. That one in the first. 3-1 pitch. Ripped down the line, down the right side. A snag by Jasso. Underhand to Crawford, and a nice play by the Power to retire the first batter.
Really nice play there on the forehand. Makes a nice flip back to the pitcher who hustles to get the out. That's great teamwork.
Jasso was playing a little bit off the line, so had to range to his right to get that. But a nice play by him to back up his pitcher. Now it's Travis Perry, 0 for 1 on the day. Lines it right above the head of Imamura into right field in a 1-out single.
As a pitcher, there's nothing you can really do about that. That is a great approach to the opposite field. Just waits back on it, keeps the hands back, and shoves it the other way. It's a really nice approach by the nine-hitter to flip the lineup over for DeCoskell.
And we've mentioned all game how these hits have not been very hard hit balls by out of the hand of Tyler Crawford. That one under 90 as well. So Joey Dowsko looking to change that, looking to get really one of the first hard hit balls of the day for the Bombers. But he's behind 0-1. 1 for 2 on the day, had a single in his second at bat. 0-1 pitch, down and away, 1-1.
Still low pitch count in the 50s for Crawford, and that's well below where you need to be through 5. You want to be at 75 or less through 5. This could get him out.
Ground ball to Bianchina, eats him up there. He's going to try and get the out at first, and does. So the runner advancing to second, and Perry is safe, but a good job by Bianchina, able to at least get one.
That's a tough play. I mean, it is a tough hop, but salvaging the 1 out is huge. Big difference between the guy on second with a 4-run lead and 2 outs and 2 guys on. At this point, when you're behind by 4 or more, it really is just about base runners.
Sends it to Dylan Martin, the big lefty out of Claremont McKenna. 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out to Bianchina twice. First pitch off the zone. It's 1-0.
Andrew Bernius, the home plate umpire, has been very consistent with his zone tonight.
1-0 pitch. Just off the plate, 2-0. And you mentioned that Tyler Crawford has been dealing tonight. He's been around the zone, and that's been most of it. But part of it is the fact that that's just the 7th 2-ball count of the day. 2-0 pitch in there to the left side. Coming in is Conley, and he'll take the 3rd out. Power going to the bottom of the 5th, up 4. Another 0 put up by Crawford.
Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Bottom 5 in Palm Springs, 5-1 game. 3 in the first, 2 in the third for the Power. Just 1 tin soldier in the first for the Bombers. Stephen Buxton joined by Jack Glennon. Caden Richards is going to lead us off here in the 5th. 0 for 1, but reached on a walk in the first. And just as always, the team leader in RBI has one already. First pitch in the ground. It's 1-0. It'll be Richards, English, and Williams to start us off in the 5th. Hasso if one of them reaches.
Good pitch.
They go inside, and a called strike 1 to Richards. I talked to Casey earlier this week about Richards, and he mentioned that they're just going to keep sending him out there. They're going to keep hoping that teams don't get the scouting report on Richards, and that basically is don't pitch away to him because his swing translates for opposite field power. They have been today, and this one in on the hands above second base, and Dosko will take the first out.
Tougher night for Richardson we're used to seeing, but still able to score a run, get on base with a walk, and impacts the lineup by making everyone else's job easier. When you have a guy like that who's so hot, the guy ahead of him usually gets to see a lot better pitches, and that has been the case for Holmes.
Turns it over to Nick English, the K-State catcher. Playing right field today for the Power. First pitch below the zone, ball 1. Richards has that 8-game hitting streak on the line right now. But with how things have been going for him, it's a pretty safe bet that he could extend that. 1-1 now the count after called strike 1.
Absolutely, and I think the great thing about Caden Richards is he's more concerned about this team winning the game, and he's had an impact on this game whether or not he's hitting. He's played well in the field, and he's obviously a leader.
English with the foul ball. It's 1-2. Nick English, part of the latest influx of talent for the Power. Him, Brett Williams, Jaden Sanchez, RJ Holmes all showing up on the same day. 1-2 pitch. English gets under it. That's going to go right behind home plate and fall on top of the stands right next to the press box. It's still 1-2.
126, this guy hit 250, 427 on base percentage. As a freshman, started 57 games at third base, so he really can play all over the field, Steven.
He's made his rounds around the summer collegiate tournament, or summer collegiate circuit, and that one brushes him off. It's 2-2. Had some stints with the Futures League, played in the Appalachian League. As a freshman, tied the K-State freshman doubles record.
Very good program, too. Not easy to do that.
2-2 pitch to English. Just off the plate, it's 3-2.
And you can see why here. He works himself into favorable counts. I mean, he struck out twice today, but each time he's worked himself into favorable counts. He knows the pitcher's got to come in right here. That's why he has such good power to the opposite field and to the gaps, mostly.
Payoff pitch to English. In the dirt, ball 4. And a walk for Nick English, his first time on tonight.
And that's huge. Get on any way necessary. That's how Casey Dill sees the game of baseball. Find a way to get on base, and that's exactly what English does. You know with 2 strikeouts, he's wanting to absolutely rip a double into the gap. But it's important to stay patient, not get greedy, and that's exactly what English did, and he did such a good job.
And we're going to have a quick meeting on the mound. It looks like this might be it for Sage Nelson. They have had a pitcher warming up in the bullpen, the Bombers have. Cade Fuyoka has been warming up for the last couple of minutes, but it looks like this is more of a discussion, and it is. So maybe a scouting report again on Brett Williams. Has reached both times, had a 2 RBI single in the first to get the scoring started for the Power. Walked in the third, here he is in the 5th. He's got 1 out, he's got English at first. A good first pitch by Nelson, strike 1.
Brett Williams, a scientist. Talked a little bit earlier about this guy's physics major. That is not an easy thing to do, especially at a school like St. Mary's, and also juggling that with the talented baseball career that he's had there.
0-1, 0-2 now as he gets on top of the breaking ball.
Can you imagine hitting 359?
No.
And then walking into class. Well, that too. But walking into class the next day and taking a physics exam. Good luck. I think I would fail at both. I think I'd hit about 0.17, and I think I'd score about a 17% on the physics exam.
0-2 pitch to Williams. Rope down the third base line, glove there. They're going to try and go around the horn, and they do.
Brutal.
5-4-3. They send down a pair of catchers and get Sage Nelson out of another jam. To the 6th we go. It's a 4-run game. Sage Nelson is just grinding through this right now.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu. Back here in the 6th, Gavin Thunstrom takes over on the mound. And it's going to be 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Bombers. Stephen Buxton joining you here with Jack Glennon to my side. Happy to have you here in Palm Springs. 0-1 for Thunstrom out of Pierce College. And he's already seen a little bit of action with the Powers so far. Big righty's going to take a second and talk to his catcher right now. Brett Williams going out to have a quick chat.
He's been a much-needed refresher for this bullpen. Had a really good year at Pierce College this past season. 17 appearances, 2-2 with a 3.57 ERA. 24 strikeouts in 35 and a third innings pitch, and walked just 10.
The big righty's got some good stuff. He's got a lively fastball, a couple nice breaking pitches, but right now the big number for the Power, he has not allowed a run so far. Roped into the gap. That's going to get down, but a nice job by Sanchez to cut that off. Looked like it got under his glove, and English picking it up at the last second. But either way, a leadoff double for Jeff Grossart. Moves it over to Gianluca Finelli, and he's 1 for 2 today. Grounded out to short in the 4th.
So Crawford, much deserved, qualifies for the win. Pitching 5 innings, giving up a run, leaves with the lead. Thunstrom comes in to pitch 6th.
First pitch to Finelli outside, ball 1. Second time he's been up with runners in scoring position. First time was in the 1st. Or it was the first time having a runner on. And had a single that scored Jeff Grossart from first. And again, Finelli was cut down at second. But the lone run of the day for the Bombers. 2-0 now to Finelli. Third appearance of the season for Gavin Thunstrom. Both of them last week against the California Halos. 3 innings out of the pen, just 3 hits allowed. Up the middle to Bianchina. Throw down to first, and Hasso with a nice stretch to get it. Advances the runner to third, though, so Grossart's at third, and Truett Ross stepping up to the dish. It'll be Ross, then Mark McNanny. Right now, Ross 1 for 2 on the day. Had a single in the second. Down the right side, a diving stop by Richards. He's going to go home with it. And the ball came out of Williams' glove, so the run scores.
And I think that's a play where you really just go to first, because up by 4 runs, you're willing to trade the run for the out to get the bases empty with 2 down. Don't hate the decision, but I think it really could have gone either way.
So an RBI fielder's choice allows Truett Ross to reach and makes it a 5-3 game now, or 5-2 game. 3-run lead for the Power, though. And another grounder sharply through the gap into left field, and Conley will just throw that in. Station to station they go. It's first and second now for Dylan Perry.
And that's exactly why, because now you're in a situation where you have 2 guys on with only 1 out. If you go for the guy at first, yes, it's 2-5, but you have a guy on with 2 down. Much different situation we're talking about.
McNanny at first, Ross at second. Perry's 0 for 2 today. 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Perry out of Regis University, the big righty, trying to make this game a whole lot more interesting.
And he has the opportunity to do so. 1 swing of the bat could tie this game.
Power are not running away with it, and you would never expect them to against this team. But right now, a nice 3-run lead for Casey Dill's squad. Williams is going to go back down to second. Imamura has it, and they cut down Truett Ross.
Unbelievable. They catch Ross completely asleep. And in a tight game like this against one of the better teams in the league, if you're the Bombers, that just cannot happen.
2-4 on the putout, and a nice heads-up play by Brett Williams. 1-1 to Dylan Perry. Rolled over, foul.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. What makes Williams so impressive, not just as a hitter, but as an overall player, is the ability to use that brain, to use that head, to make plays all over the diamond, and we just saw it on display right there.
1-2 pitch now. Thunstrom a strike away from getting out of this frame. Got under it above the infield. Hasso coming in foul territory, and that gets past his glove, and it rolled fair. 1 run's going to score. Dylan Perry's going to end up on second. And believe it or not, Mark McNanny from first was able to score on a ball that didn't even go 70 feet.
I think they're going to say this one ended up foul. It looked like it did roll back into fair play.
It's a conversation on whether or not it hit Hasso's glove in fair territory. It's not an issue of if it landed fair, then it obviously went foul before it passed the bag.
They will say foul ball.
And they're going to
so we'll do it again.
Call that off. So McNanny's going to go back to first. My scorebook is in shambles now.
It's a big break for the Power right there. Absolutely humongous.
And instead of 5-3, it's still 5-2. And Dylan Perry still at the dish with a 1-2 count. Caught looking a perfect fastball by Thunstrom. Strike 3. And what a change that pitch made. From 5-3 with a runner on second and Dylan Towning out. Now it's 5-2 and the Power are out of the inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Bottom of the lineup going to start us. It'll be Hasso, Conley, and Imamura. We'll be right back after this.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bottom 6 in Palm Springs, and we've got a good one in our hands here. 3-run game, but oh, how different it could have looked. The Power were tasked with getting Dylan Perry out. He had a 1-2 count, and Alex Hasso came in to field a foul ball. It looked like it may have hit his glove. It landed in fair territory, but rolled foul. And on the play, Mark McNanny was running all the way, so he would have scored from first. But a quick conference from our umpires as Hasso gets ready for the first pitch. That's way outside. It's 1-0. A quick conference from the umpires. They came together and said it was a foul ball, so Perry went back up to the plate and struck out on the very next pitch. So instead of a runner in scoring position and the tying run at the plate, Power still with a 3-run lead, and Hasso ahead 2-0.
And we got a new pitcher on the bump. It's Cade Fuoka for the San Diego Bombers. Not a tall guy, very short in stature.
So 5 innings in the books for for Sage Nelson. And Fuoka's going to take us at least the next inning or two. Not much movement in the Bombers' bullpen right now.
From Wailuku, Hawaii, hometown.
2-0 pitch from Fuoka. On the corner of the zone, it's 2-1. Hasso's 1 for 2, had an RBI knock in the third. So starting that hitting streak back up. It'll be him, Conley, and Imamura. 2-1 pitch. Hasso watches ball 3.
And Fuoka, a communication studies major. That is more like it for a baseball player. And for me.
No one has ever said the easy majors are lesser. Or at least I've never said it.
Who said it was easy?
Me. Ball 4 gets to the backstop. Hasso takes first base, a leadoff walk. Hey, man, I'll be self-aware with the field or the kind of major I took. I didn't take communications, but it was journalism.
Journalism, electronic media?
No, sports journalism.
Sports journalism. I'm a comm studies major.
I went to one of those fancy journalism schools, ASU.
Yeah, the Cronkite.
Now it's Amari Conley. He's 0 for 1, but walked in the second. And something we've seen all season, the Power just loading it up in the walk department. At one point in the season, they were batting just a shade over 200, but averaging about 7 runs a game. Right now, that number has skyrocketed, and the walks have stayed. First pitch to Conley off the plate. It's 1-0.
And we've seen games where the Power have 8 runs on 3 hits. Tonight, their opponents have 2 runs on 9 hits. The Power, 5 runs on 4 hits. And that shows the plate discipline and how advanced it is, especially under Casey Dill. It always has been. And he stressed to me preseason that's one of the biggest values of his team.
Conley jumps after that one, but on top of it, it's a foul ball, strike one. Conley's average not where he wants it to be, $167 on the season, but he's been getting on base. He's worked some walks. He's got 3 on the season so far. He's got hit as well. And every time he's been on, he has been a nuisance to defenders.
And one of those walks, a walk-off in Game 3 of the season against the Alameda Merchants.
Walked it off on Game 3, July 2nd, a 8-7 win. That pitch bearing in on him almost hits his feet, and it's 2-1. As a fielder, has been perfect. Hasn't made an error yet.
Been very good in the corner outfield.
Two and one pitch. Runner going. Conley sends it the other way. It's going to break up the double play, but they'll get him at first. The hit and run buys the Power and out. What would have been a picture perfect around the horn chance for the Bombers. Hasso was already at second by the time the ball was in Grossart's hands, so runner in scoring position now for Isaac Imamura. Conley down on the 5-3 putout.
Imamura 0 for 2 with a pair of grounders to short. Needs to get that back going, especially for a contact guy. Putting the ball in play is great and all until it just keeps on going right at someone. Then it becomes a little bit more frustrating.
So not only do the Power avoid the double play on that last play, they also take away the chance of it here. It's 1-0 to Isaac Imamura.
And they put a guy in scoring position and give themselves a good opportunity with less than 2 outs to get that run that they gave up back.
Left side of the infield playing him straight up. Right side, a big gap between first and second. 1-0 pitch, a check swing. He did go. It's 1-1. Fulikoa looks back at second, gets a sign and fires. Off the plate, ball 2. Two and one, the big righty taking his time. Working on the 9-hitter. He's got A.J. Bianchina on deck. Outside, and Imamura's worked himself into a hitter's count.
Well, it's got to be a strike coming up here. 3-1. You got the leadoff guy on deck, guy who's been one of the hottest players on this team, especially with a lefty-righty matchup. You got Imamura, the right-hander, against the righty. So if you're Cade Fioka, you got to find a way to throw a strike here and attack the hitter at the plate.
Fioka paying attention to Hasso, fires, and it's up and in on Imamura. So 5-pitch walk, and 2 of the first 3 reach on free passes for the Power.
That pitch wasn't even close. Expecting to see something a little bit closer to the zone, but not complaining. Here comes Bianchina with a chance to bust this game open for the Power.
A.J. Bianchina, he's been in big spots before for the Power. This, not necessarily one of them, but it would be nice to get another insurance runner for Palm Springs. 0 for 2 today, but reached on a leadoff walk in the first. 1-0 as that fastball's well outside. He's got Hasso at second. He's got Imamura at first. Some good speed in Imamura. 1-0 pitch off the plate again. It's 2-0.
And now, if you're Bianchina, you just lay off because Cade Fioka is having a really hard time finding the zone.
16 pitches this inning, just 5 strikes. 2-0 pitch. Strike number 6. It's 2-1. Fastball at the bottom of the zone. Jadon Sanchez on deck. 2-1 pitch. Off the plate, it's 3-1, and Bianchina can get picky.
Bianchina hasn't taken a swing here, and for good reason. Fiocca's having trouble hitting the zone. Bianchina, like you said, Steven, has his pick of the litter here. Probably going to get a pretty good pitch to hit, especially with the middle of the order coming up. Jadon Sanchez has been so good tonight.
3-1, Fiocca, the second man on the mound for the Bombers. Bianchina sends a charge in it into center field. Chasing over is Travis Perry, and he'll take the second out.
Well, you knew Bianchina was going to get involved in this game sooner or later. Unfortunately for him, he hits it hard, but just right at someone. He does move the runner up 90 feet, so the responding 6th run is 90 feet away from home plate.
It was off the plate. Bianchina went out and got it, but he just missed it. A couple inches further up on the barrel, and it was sure to be in the gap for extra bases. But a runner 90 feet away for Jadon Sanchez. Runners on the corners. Hasso at third, Imamura at first. Sanchez has reached all 3 times. He's 1 for 2. Cranks one down the line. That lands in left field. Hasso scores, going from first to third is Imamura, and Sanchez with a stand-up double.
Unbelievable the night that Sanchez has had. He's reached base safely 3 times, albeit once on an error, but now his 2nd double of the night and his first RBI of the day. Really nice stuff there. He's also scored 2 runs, so really just doing it all for the power.
I said a stand-up double, but looked like he just slid for show there. But about as productive as you can be, Jadon Sanchez, 2 for 3 today. He's been on all 4 times. He's got an RBI. He's walked and scored twice. Now RJ Holmes trying to fold up. He's 1 for 3 with a knock. In the dirt, Towning scrambling and keeps it close. 1-0. Holmes struck out in the first, singled in the third, and scored. Flew out to left in the fourth. In the sixth, the Power a 4-run lead. A run in the first, a run in the sixth for the Bombers. 3 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 in the sixth for the Power.
Big opportunity to add more here.
Fuikoa fires. On the ground, that gets past the glove of Dosko. That's going to score 2. Sanchez coming home. It's 8-2 Power on the RBI single by Holmes.
Holmes with a good approach once again for getting the strikeout in his first at-bat, going the other way for a base hit. Now 2 RBIs, a run scored, 2 for 4. Really nice night for RJ Holmes. And here's the big bat.
Caden Richards still hitless tonight, but he walked in the first. Has an RBI in the third. And right now trying to break this game wide open. 1-0 pitch inside. First pitch inside. It's 1-0. I was looking at our scoreboard. Pitch, 2-0.
And another guy who wants absolutely nothing to do with Caden Richards, and can you really blame him at this point? I think they're finally starting to read the scouting report, Steven. Like you mentioned earlier in the game, they're starting to work him on the inside, and it's probably a pretty good idea based on how he's performed.
Richards, the team leader in RBI, the team leader in slug. He's played all over the infield. And he's got a 2-1 count. Been a couple days since his last multi-hit game. In the dirt, that's going to skip in front of Towning. Going for second is Holmes, and he slides in. The ball gets away. And it's 3-1 for Caden Richards.
And now we were talking about the play discipline earlier, Stephen, but in the 2 games, tonight and the other game a couple weeks ago where the Power scored 8 runs on 3 hits, it combined 16 runs on 9 hits. And that just goes to show, at least for me, the small ball that Casey Dill talked about in the preseason and he's continued to talk about throughout the year, it really is the identity of this team, and it's helped them win games.
Richards rolls over, and it's going to go foul. And we've got a full count. And you said it is a small ball approach. It's been from day one with Casey Dill and the previous staff, the current staff, whether you're talking about Reed Santos and Sam DiMatteo, even if you go back to Roy Gurley, it's been nonstop just manufacturing runs, working with the ballpark, working with the weather. And Caden Richards ropes one into left. That's through the gap, and that'll score Sanchez. The throw to the plate cut off. It's 9-2 Power. RBI single, Caden Richards, his hitting streak to 9 games.
Pretty unbelievable stuff. Richards has been absolutely smoking hot to start the year. Delivers once again. Not only do the Power answer that top of the 6th run by the Bombers, they add 3 extra. So Power take a commanding 9-2 lead, and they've really blown this game open. A huge 2-out rally.
Nick English looking for his first hit of the night, but he got on a walk in the 5th. 0 for 2 officially. Trying to move Caden Richards over. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. Another man warming up in the bullpen for the Power. Wearing number 45 right now, that's Brandon McCullough. In the dirt, ball 2. McCullough, one of a handful of guys who's going to be playing between the PSCL and Power this season. Saw him the other day here at the stadium. 2-0 pitch, up and in, 3-0. First 4 innings were Tyler Crawford. First 5 were Crawford. Thunstrom took the 6th. And it looks like Brandon McCullough is going to have the 7th. A 4-pitch walk for Nick English has runners on 1st and 2nd for Brett Williams. The 9th hitter of the inning for the Power.
Speaking of Tyler Crawford, I don't think anyone's happier than him in this entire ballpark right now. He left the game qualifying for the win, up 5-1, earned that. And now his team up 9-2, so his odds of getting a much-deserved win have gone through the roof.
Yeah, barring a massive late-inning rally for the Bombers and a not unprecedented but incredibly rare culmination of events for the Power bullpen, it should be a pretty good chance that, at bare minimum, Tyler Crawford is in line for the win by the 9th inning. Not going to say anything's final yet. We still got a lot of baseball to play. We're here in the bottom of the 6th.
We've seen some crazy comebacks against the Power this year, Stephen. One that comes to mind last week. 10 runs across the 8th, 9th, and 10th innings for the Alameda Merchants. Handed the Power their first loss of the season.
1-1 count. Brett Williams, 1 for 2 today. He's reached twice. Had a 2 RBI single to start the scoring for the Power. Hammered down the line, but foul.
So this will be the 32nd pitch of the inning for Cade Fuyoka.
And not necessarily a fire drill going on in the bullpen for the Bombers, but they do have a man up and moving. It looks like it's number 3, Osias Hinojosa. One and 2 pitch to Williams. Outside, 2-2.
Good 1-2 pitch, though. Expands the zone right there to a guy batting from the same side. Goes with the fastball to the outside part of the plate. It's exactly what you want from a 1-2 pitch, and that's what I like about Fiocca's approach. You can't change your approach based on how the inning has gone.
Line drive, that's going to land in left field. They're waving Richards around. The throw cut off at third, and an RBI single makes it 10-2. Second RBI single of the day for Brett Williams, and the Power with 5 in the 6th have broken this thing open.
Absolutely ridiculous inning. They've now batted around. That's Hasso, who led off with a walk. And like I always say, Buxton, it always starts with a lead-off walk. 5-run rally for the Power here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's been a lot of walks and soft, solid contact, just putting it where they aren't.
So English at second, Williams at first. The guy who led this inning off, Alex Hasso, at the plate. He walked and scored earlier. This one gets past Towning, and both runners take another 90 feet.
Everything just starting to fall apart here for the Bombers. Nothing going their way.
This is not a Bombers team to play around with, but so far tonight just looking like it's not their night. It's been a game of crooked numbers for the Power. 3 innings account for all of their scoring, and half of it here. 1-0 pitch. In on right around the feet of Hasso. It's 2-0. For the Power, they've pitched around jams. They've pitched around base runners all day. They've turned a couple double plays. And they've really helped out their pitchers. Hasso skies one into right field. Coming in on it. Finelli's going to end the inning. We're through 6, and the Power cruising today. An 8-run lead, it's 10-2.
It's a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
That was 80.
Change up.
No, it's a righty.
Pizza Bar and Grill has two locally
not
owned
that
locations in Old Town La Quinta and the shops at Palm Desert.
Unless
For the
no
best
one started
pizza in the
throwing
Coachella
left.
Valley, Cook also features an amazing choice of
Which I'm
items ranging
pretty
from
sure
salads
he did
to
teach
steak,
himself to.
seafood,
I'm
and
like
pasta.
90%
Come enjoy
sure.
amazing patios, a full bar, and
So
over
this might
25
be
wines
now.
by the glass. At the Palm Desert location, we
isn't
offer
Brandon
live
McCullough
entertainment.
a righty?
For more info, visit call or order online at subpizza.com.
Sam, how much time we got?
It's a family setting.
Top of the 7th in Palm Springs, and a 8-run lead for the Power. A 5-run 6th breaks this thing open. Stephen Buxton joined by Jack Glennon, and it's been a fun run so far. 10-2 the score over the San Diego Bombers. And a new pitcher on the mound for the Power.
Leading off for the Bombers, number 24, Dylan Towning.
It looks like Naun Haro, but I'm going to be honest. This is a lefty. So we'll get to work on figuring out who this is on the mound, but right now the lefty fires a fastball that runs in and hits the first batter. And Dylan Towning reaches for a second time today.
And bear with us here. We still got a lot of guys coming into town.
And I'll stand corrected. It looks like I just had everything wrong in my notes. So welcome back, Naun Haro. 6'2", 205 pounds, senior at Utah Valley. Hits his first batter he faces, but when he's found it, when he's dialed in, this is one of the more electric arms you'll see on the mound in the Power. Missed the whole season at Utah Valley after undergoing arm surgery, but he's back with the Power for his second season in a row. Throws back down to first, and that one gets away from Hasso.
Got away, you see there, but he does have a very nasty pickoff move. Deceives a lot of runners over there at first base. But the danger of it is he doesn't look away towards first base till the very last second, and that is what causes the ball to squirt away from Hasso.
So 1-0, and Travis Perry at the dish. Perry 1 for 2 on the day, and let's tell you a bit about Naun Haro. He grew up out here, went to Palm Desert High School, graduated in 2020, one of the last guys who played for legendary coach Daryl Salazar. He's behind 2-0. Had Tommy John surgery in 2018, but he was pitcher of the year and team MVP in Palm Desert the next season in 2019. Behind 2-0, it's been nothing but balls out of his hands so far. Throws in a slider and gets strike one.
And Steven, did you know that Naun Haro also sells gold and diamond jewelry on social media?
His main Instagram under the handle El Baseballista, just his content from his personal life, but he does have a second account as well. 2-2 the count now for Haro.
I don't know. I'm wearing a gold chain, but I'm going to have to trade it out for one of his. I mean, the way that this guy throws, maybe it's something in the jewelry like MJ's secret stuff. Maybe we got Naun's secret stuff on the jewelry.
2-2 pitch. Haro fires. Changeup misses the zone, and it's a full count. But it's a second stint with the Power. He's been all over the map with colleges. Out of Palm Desert, went to Southern Nevada, spent a year at Central Arizona, was at Kansas the last time he played. Transferred over to Utah Valley last summer. And last summer with the Power, he was arguably their best arm when he pitched. Check swing on the changeup. It was out of the zone, and they're going to say he went. A backwards K gets the first out of Naun Haro's season.
Haro, not a small guy, 6'2", 205-pounder, really big, menacing presence out there on the hill, especially for opposing left-handed batters.
Turns over the lineup to Joey Dosco. He's 1 for 3 today. Last summer with the Power, Haro had 8 games. He had 2 starts, but no appearance was bigger than the 4th of July game. He came in out of relief and pitched 5 innings out of the pen, pitched 5 shutout innings. And that was really what carried the Power to come back against the PSCL last season. 1-1 count at 0.83 ERA in 21 2/3 innings. But all of those runs came on June 27th against the Inland Valley Pirates. He pitched 4 innings, allowed 3 runs, 2 of them earned.
What makes him so dangerous is that fastball right there, and then the changeup, that big looping changeup that just catches every hitter way out in front.
Rest of the season for Naun Haro, 17 2/3 innings, no runs. 9 of the 18 total base runners he allowed were in that game on the 27th. That pitch outside, and it's 2-2 now.
And what Casey Dill loves so much about Naun Haro and guys like him is a consistency. Being able to throw a guy like that on the mound each and every night And knowing exactly what you're going to get is such a dream for a manager.
2-2 popped up in there. It's a deep center field. Going back on is Sanchez. He'll track it down, but a runner will advance. So a runner at third with 2 outs for Dylan Martin.
It's a really nice play in center field by Sanchez. That ball kept on carrying. Looked like perhaps a bloop. Instead, it just kept on going and going and going. And Sanchez just never gave up on it. Ran all the way back towards the warning track and made a really nice running catch.
2 outs now. Fourth batter of the inning, Dylan Martin, 0 for 3. He's grounded out to A.J. Bianchina twice. Haro working out of the windup. Fires in a slider for strike 1.
Coming up soon, my partner's favorite part of the game, the 7th inning stretch.
0-1 count. Haro working quickly, and a changeup catches the corner. It's strike 2. Ethan Oliveras yelling the actual call back at me, and our track man disagrees. 1-1 count. That one's strike 2. One and two, Haro trying to work out around the leadoff base runner. Hit Dylan Towning with his first pitch he threw. Gets a sign. The big lefty set and delivers. Shoots it the other way, foul.
Way to protect the plate there by Dylan Martin. That's a really tough pitch to do anything with, and making any sort of contact against a guy like Haro on a pitch like that is not something to shake your head at. So Martin stays alive. Gotta love the approach by Martin here.
Coming out of what has been a absolute pitching factory in recent years out of Palm Desert High School. A lot of high-end talent playing for the Aztecs. On the ground, Imamura eats him up over there. He's got to make a quick play, and he throws it away. Throws it past Hostos, so Dylan Towning scores on the error. And it's 10-3 now.
That's a tough one for Imamura. We were just talking about how he looks comfortable at second base, and almost immediately after makes a really tough hop. Can't glove it cleanly, kind of kicks it around a little bit, and then ends up placing a runner on second with the throwing error as well on a rush throw. And a run comes across to score, so it's 10-3.
Keeps the inning alive, scores the run. It's an unearned run, though, and now it's Jeff Grossart. Arguably the best hitter of the day. He's scored 2 of the 3 runs for the Bombers, and he's 2 for 3. Had a double in his last trip up and scored. He's ahead 1-0.
Him and Mark McNannis, the only really guys who have showed up today for the Bombers, both of them with 2 hits.
1-0 pitch, a slider at the top of the zone. It's 1-1.
Apart from that, the lineup for the Bombers, which usually comes to town playing really well, has struggled.
Haro trying to limit it to 1. 2 outs, 1-1 pitch. Below the zone, it's 2-1. The Power will have Amari Conley, Isaac Imamura, and A.J. Bianchina due up in the 8th. Or in the bottom of the 7th, apologies. Broken bat, but foul.
I don't think I've ever seen a bat broken like that. Just a sliver of the barrel comes off and nothing else. You wonder how that happens.
Well, his on-deck batter, Gianluca Finelli, he's not going to question it. He's got 2 options ready for Dylan Martin. He takes the one he likes, and we're ready for the 2-2 count.
Well, even though the baseball game's happening, Steven, I'm deep in thought here about how that bat broke that way. I think if I was on deck, I don't think my teammates would be very fond of me. I think I would have been in shock.
You contain your thoughts, and we'll see this 2-2 pitch. On the ground up the middle, Imamura with another chance. A long throw. But it's in time. A nice play by Imamura to make up for the error.
Redemption.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first is quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for two or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Osias Hinojosa, the third man out of the pen for the Bombers here in the 7th inning. He'll face off against 8-9-1 Amari Conley, Isaac Imamura, and AJ Bianchino. Welcome back, everybody. A 7-run game here in Palm Springs. 10-3 the Power on top of the San Diego Bombers. And we're just getting through an extended 7th inning stretch on what has become a beautiful night in Palm Springs. Wind blown from left to right, but doesn't matter how they've done it. The Power have gotten to work offensively. 5 runs in the 5th, anchoring this 7-run lead.
Osias Hinojosa, the new pitcher for the Bombers. 35 2/3 innings of work, 12.36 ERA. Faced 210 batters and walked 26 of them. Struck out 26 as well. Gave up 10 home runs. Really struggled at Adams State, but we'll see how he does here in a blowout game against the Power. Trying to eat some innings up here for the Bombers.
Amari Conley up for his 3rd trip. 0 for 2 today, but did walk earlier. Power trying to finish up business for another statement win on the season. 7-1 coming into this game. They've got the SoCal Halos, who they just took 2 from last week, on deck. Ground ball up the middle. Conley on his horse, but a nice play by Dosco to get him. For the Power, they've got the Halos tomorrow at 7, and then the first batch of Inland Valley teams coming to town next or on Friday. It'll be the Bucks for a 2-game set on on Friday and Saturday. For another crucial CPCL matchup. Already 2-0 or 4-0 on those this season. in CPCL play, 3-1 outside. 2-0 on the road.
Talks about winning on the road, but also winning against opponents you're not familiar with. Winning outside of league play is so important. It just shows the longevity of the success and the consistency of the success that Casey Dill has enjoyed here with Palm Springs.
First strike in their team, Imamura. It's 2-1. Looking for his first hit of the season. 2 groundouts, a walk, and a run scored. And an error last inning, but a great play up the middle to retire the side. 3-1 as the curveball almost brushes him off the plate.
I like Imamura's approach. Although it hasn't worked out for him tonight, he puts the ball in play, and good things happen when you do that. Plus, he's got a good eye. He's very patient, and that's got him in a hitter's count here.
Full there, and it's a full count. 3-2, 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th. Hinojosa set, delivering. Up the middle, bouncer to short. Martin fires down to first and gets Imamura. Rolls over the lineup for A.J. Bianchina. So far today, has not had a runner on for any of his at-bats. Or apologies, aside from the 6th inning, hasn't had a runner on. Last at-bat flew out to center, but did move Alex Hasso to third. First pitch, down low, ball 1. Hitless today, but walked in the first and scored. And has been on a tear since his 2nd game of the season.
He's been great in the field as well today. Finding ways to contribute even if he can't get it going at the dish. That's the mark of a great player.
1-1 for Bianchina. Had a home run yesterday to deep right center at Canyon High School. It's 1-2 now. I got 4 extra base hits in his last 5 games. He's got a gap up the middle. 1-2. It's 2-2 now. Warming up in the pen for the Power, Brandon McCoa. So, likely the day over for Naun Haro. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. It's a full count.
And that's understandable from Casey Dill's perspective. You don't want to work a guy too hard. Just got back into town. Already pitched a good inning. You're up 10-3. No need to waste one of your best arms.
Haro was only slated for 1 today, so his work is done. A payoff pitch to Bianchina. He tosses his bat, and he'll take first. 2nd walk of the day for AJ.
And what I always like to say, Buxton, is contact might slump, power might slump, but what doesn't slump is fielding, speed, and a good eye, and that's what makes Bianchina such a strong player for this Power team. He's got all 3 of those tools.
Jaden Sanchez has had the day just about everyone wants. 2 for 3. He's been on all 4 times. He's scored 3 times. Couple extra base hits for the big center fielder out of UNLV. Oh, 0-1 called strike at the top of the zone. Launches it foul into the bullpen. That's going to go right over the fence, but looks like the bullpen catcher down there had a play on it.
Would have been a really impressive catch.
So it's 0-2 now. Hinojosa set. Bianchina going. The throw down to second's going to be way late. And a stolen base for AJ. 1-2 the count now. Sanchez goes down swinging. Drop 3rd strike. They'll throw it to first and retire him. We're through 7 in Palm Springs. It's 10-3. Power cruising so far. We'll be right back for the 8th.
The Management Trust is a...
Jessup Autoplaza.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection. In an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. For 20 years, our family's
And a big lead for the Power. They're going to send it over to their righty. Out of College of the Desert, Brandon McCullough. Second appearance for the Power, and the first one was okay. Pitched an inning, allowed a run. It was against the SoCal Halos last week. But coming out and presumably going to take the 8th and 9th here, as the Power looking for their 8th win of the season. McCullough had a great season last year with COD as well with the PSCL A's and finished up on the Blue Sox during their playoff run.
McCullough, 6 foot, 165 pounder, sophomore. Bat switch, a Hawaii native from Honolulu, Hawaii. Went to Moanalua High School. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm sure I am not.
You definitely aren't, but it's okay. I'm not going to judge you. But Gianluca Finelli stepping up, leading it off for the 8th inning. McCullough's first pitch in the dirt skips away from Williams. It's ball 1. Finelli 1 for 3 on the day. He's grounded out twice. Had an RBI single in the first. McCullough last week against the California Halos faced 6 batters, allowed a run. That one high in there, but foul right off the bat. Everyone chasing after, but that's going to go over towards our bounce house down the left field line.
Had a 3.47 ERA and 19 appearances, 4 starts, 3-2. Record 49 1/3 innings pitched, 36 strikeouts and a save. So a little bit of a do-it-all kind of pitcher, as a lot of these guys are.
Was an all-star for the A's in the PSCL All-Star game on July 4th. Was one of Jimmy Johnson's most trusted arms. Line drive up the middle, that's going to get through. And a leadoff single for Finelli.
Really good approach there by Finelli, just going right back up the middle. Nobody out, and it's all about base runners right now if you're the Bombers. Just getting guys aboard. You can't hit a 7-run home run, so got to just try and get guys on base, and that's exactly what Finelli does.
Moves the line for Truett Ross. First pitch, off the plate, ball 1. Ross 1 for 3 today, but he's been productive. Had an RBI on a fielder's choice in the 6th. 1-0 pitch, upstairs, ball 2.
Koa just needs a strike here, needs to see one go through the net, get that confidence back up.
2-0. McCullough fires off the end of the bat. That's going to go right over our heads into the park.
Important not to let that leadoff single snowball.
Two and one pitch, a runner on, a 7-run game for the Power. That one up and away. It's 3-1. For McCullough, it's never been the control that's been the issue. Even his last time out, through 25 pitches, 18 of them were strikes. Just the 3 hits and a run on his ledger. He struck out 2, did not walk anyone. But right now, just trying to find the zone. Finds it there, and it's 3-2.
Good pitch, 3-1 pitch. Don't want to go right at him. Finds a way to bend the corner, but got to go after this guy here. 3-2 with a 7-run lead. I know it's tempting to try and get him to bite something low in the zone, but
swing and a miss there. First strikeout of the night for for McCullough. But speaking of Haro, he pitched in the PSCL All-Star game as well as Makoa, and that one was an absolute thriller. Christian Henderson started off for the Jacks, and the PSCL took the lead until Cato Kleinman in the Power walked it off in the 10th.
As has become a common theme around here.
You don't see a ton of walk-offs out here, but this season, when you've seen them, they've come in bunches.
3 games in a row to start the season. Don't think I've ever heard of something like that.
Mark McNanny with a 1-0 count takes one in the ribs, and an emphatic reaction there. He spun around and threw his bat back at the dugout. Looks like he's in some pain.
Well, those are never comfortable, Stephen. That's why I'm glad I'm a Little League baseball player turned broadcaster, not Little League baseball player turned pro baseball player, because I don't want to take 90 on the back. I think I want to sit in a booth all day.
Was it the lack of desire to take 90 off the back, or was it the lack of athletic ability?
It was the complete lack of skill.
Okay. Dylan Perry takes strike 1. He's 0 for 3. He struck out twice, both times looking. Wind gusting up here in Palm Springs. Sure to help Makoa if anything's in there. That one is into right field, but it's going to die in the wind. And the announcer jinx works perfectly as a ball that was hit fairly well just completely dies into the glove of Amari Conley. We've got 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, that one really looked like it had a chance to kiss up off against the wall, maybe play the carom with Conley, but instead, like you said, Stephen, it really died down about 30 or 40 feet shy of that left field wall.
It wasn't going to get out, but they're just off the bat, everything you saw about that ball was just screaming that it would at least be a little more work for Amari Conley than jog, 6 feet?
Yep, didn't even turn his back.
Ball 1 to Dylan Towning. He's 1 for 2 today. He scored after getting hit to lead off the 7th.
Actually ended up coming in a little bit towards the end of the play.
Ball 2 down and away. After Towning, it's Travis Perry. And for the 8th, the Power will have R.J. Holmes, Caden Richards, and Nick English. A full bench for Casey Dill at his disposal. 2-0 pitch from Makoa. To the right side, gloved by Imamura, down to first. And to the bottom of the 8th we go. A 0 put up for the Power pitching once again. It's 10-3. We'll be right back.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Eighth inning in Palm Springs, a 10-3 lead for the Power. A new arm on the mound for the Bombers. Anthony Finelli, uncommitted. Looking for a new home in 2027, but another righty out of the bullpen for the Bombers.
Yeah, Anthony Finelli looking to just keep this exactly where it is, eat up an inning of work, not let this power lead get any more out of hand than it already is.
It was Nelson for the first 5, then Fuikoa for the next inning, and Hinojosa took the 7th. In the 8th, they turned to Finelli. Nobody warming up in the bullpen right now, though, so it's assumed that this is probably the rest of the game for Finelli. And in all likelihood, he probably won't hit again, or he probably won't have to pitch again for the Bombers because the Power have a 10-run lead and likely won't hit in the 9th. But for right now, he'll face off against this. R.J. Holmes, Caden Richards, and Nick English, the first 3 due up. And looks like all of them have bats right now. So R.J. Holmes getting ready for his 5th at-bat of the day.
Anthony Finelli, a Vista, California native in between San Diego and Los Angeles, right on the coast, about 2 hours west of here, southwest of here. Beautiful town along the coast of California.
Holmes a shortstop, but DHing today. He played a couple of games on the left side of the infield yesterday. The first game he was the shortstop. Second game got moved to third. And right now he takes strike 1 out and away. Or ball 1. 2 for 4 on the day, an RBI or 2 RBI single in the 6th, and a single in the 3rd.
My goodness, he was trying so hard to get out of the way of that one that he ended up hitting it. He was diving down, trying to get out of the way of it hitting his head, and the bat came around and made contact with the ball, so a really hard luck strike there for R.J. Holmes.
1-1 the count. Holmes has already hit a couple balls hard today.
That one did hit him.
So breaking ball comes in and hits Holmes on the shoulder. He'll take first base, and another free pass for the Power. Pitch comes up and in and hits him. That's just life. You take first base, and it moves it along for Caden Richards now. And Richards has had a nice day. He's reached twice. He's got an RBI single, got an RBI on a ground out, and started the day off with a walk and scoring in the first. He's been an anchor of this Power lineup, and the first pitch gets away from Towning, and R.J. Holmes will take second base.
R.J. Holmes is still not at second base. I have never seen someone trot so slowly down to second. That throw by Finelli was so far out of the zone that R.J. Holmes literally took an evening stroll down to second.
Well, when the ball gets about 50 feet away from the plate, I mean, you can walk, you can trot, you can crawl. All that really matters is that you get to second before they scramble around and throw you out. So Holmes is safe at second. And now it's Caden Richards. One and one now. 1-1, nobody out. Runner in scoring position. Richards looking for his 3rd RBI of the day. It'll be his team leading at 12th. On deck is Nick English. In the hole, Brett Williams still has his bat. 0-1, gets under it, pops it up, but it's going to go out of play into the stands down our first base line. Actually, that thing just kept tailing and went right behind him.
Rolled all the way into your backseat of your car.
No, it didn't. My car's like 500 feet away. Not even close. 1-2 for Caden Richards. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's evened up at 2.
Richards keeping that same approach no matter what the count is. That's what I love about this kid, love about watching him. Patient hitter.
And Richards takes a strike. And after some hesitation, he's going to walk away, and that is strike 3. So Richards goes down looking. First K of the day for him. Now it's Nick English.
Not exactly sure what he was waiting for. Strike 4. I thought maybe he thinks, Will, with how hot I've been hitting, maybe I do get a strike 4.
For a second, I was thinking that I just had the count wrong or that we had the count wrong on the board, but nope, some validation. Richards walks away, and we're on to Nick English. Ball 1 upstairs.
Game time just eclipsed 2.5 hours. It is now 9:32.
Ball 2 down and away. At Vista High School, Finelli had a nice prep career in 2025 as a senior. Went 1-0 on the mound, but walks were an issue. And it's 2-1 now to Nick English. In 7 appearances in high school, though, did not allow a run. Broken bat by English, a shard going right at third base, and nobody's got the baseball. Goes off the glove of Grossart. Martin chases after it, and it's runners on the corners now as R.J. Holmes takes third.
Well, he got jammed. However, the base hit nonetheless. And like I said to you earlier, Buxton, that one will show up as a 110-mile-an-hour line drive to center field in the morning. It all counts the same.
Couple ticks under 70 miles an hour, but again, you said it. It all counts the same, and right now it's on the scoreboard as an error.
Don't see how that's possible.
And Brett Williams stepping up. So first hit of the day for Nick English, and they're going to check back on him, but he was close enough that Towning's not going to take the risk. But that was something that I was really impressed by yesterday. I went on the road to Canyon High School with the guys for the doubleheader, and just seeing the way that English and Williams and even Ben Wade worked behind the plate. They were just so obsessive over the running game. Grounder back to the pitcher. He's going to throw it down to second base. A run scores. And the Bombers just can't play catch right now.
That's a really tough way to go down because he made such a good play to snag the ball. And instead it ends up what should have been a very, very routine double play is another run and another base runner for the Power. It's 11-3.
It's not often you say a hitter just gift-wrapped a double play to you, but Brett Williams did. That ball was not hard hit at all, and it was a nice play by Finelli, able to scoop it up and just turn around, make the smart play, throw down to second. But the second baseman, Dosco, just could not corral it. And everyone's safe. It's 11-3 now after R.J. Holmes scores. And Alex Jasso behind 0-1. Oh, 0-1, 1 out. Power adding on. Hasso, a big rip there. It's 0-2.
Hasso's had a nice day. He's reached twice, once on a base hit, once on a walk, and he had a brutal line out to third. So he's made good contact all day long.
0-2 to Hasso. He's in a hole, but he's got 2 on. Finelli misses the zone. It's 1-2. And you mentioned it. He's hit a couple balls hard today. It seems like all season he's been hitting them hard, except for on Saturday. He had a home run, so yes, that was hit hard. He had one other hit that was hard as well. But he was 4 for 5. He reached base 5 times. But 3 times he had an exit velocity under 70. 1-2 pitch inside. It's ball 2.
Great 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. See if you can flip that corner. Get him to freeze up.
Some of the days you just can't do anything wrong, and it seemed like every time Alex Hasso touched a baseball on Saturday, it was in outfield grass. 2-2 pitch. Finelli set. Kicks and deals, and that one ran up and in on Hasso, and that looks like it hit his bat. The only reason I'm saying that is because he's shaking his hands. Yeah, he's not making any attempt to go down to first, so it looked like it just hit the knob of the bat, and his hand is collateral damage. A painful strike 2 for Alex Hasso. So 2-2, 1 out. Hasso grinding this at-bat down. Amari Conley on deck. Finelli fires. In the dirt, ball 3.
No point for Finelli to not attack the plate here. He's already down by 8 runs. Got to try to go after these hitters.
Payoff pitch from Finelli. 1 out, 2 on. He could use a ground ball here. Hasso swings and misses. A good breaking ball from Finelli sends Hasso packing.
It's a great pitch, 3-2, exactly what the doctor ordered for Finelli as Hasso well out in front of it.
And with 2 outs in the 8th, still not opting to use the bench at all. Conley up and Isaac Imamura on deck. First pitch, and they're immediately going to call a balk, so the runners both advance, and second time in as many days the Power take advantage of a balk.
Now that makes things a lot easier for Conley, but also for Finelli. You got the base open against a left-handed hitter. Not that it really matters at this point.
Finelli's got 2 in scoring position. He's got 2 outs, and the first pitch, a strike on the outer half.
It's a great pitch to a pull hitter, force him to try and go the other way. Conley's really struggled with that.
0-1. Conley on the hands. It's a floater to short, and Martin will close out the 8th. Through 8, the Power, an 8-run lead. Top 9th coming up. Power 3 outs away from win number 8. We'll be right back.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
To the bullpen, Casey Dill goes. An 8-run lead, and they turn to Quinn Stewart. Another appearance out of the pen for the big righty, and he'll take over for Brandon McCullough. Second outing of the season for Stewart. First one was on opening day. Went an inning, allowed 2 earned runs, but the big righty looking to right the ship here. First pitch, a strike inside. It's 0-1.
Stewart's job pretty straightforward. Don't give up 9 runs.
So the pressure is on, you say?
Big pressure.
6'2", 200-pound senior at Cal State San Bernardino. Fires a ball outside. It's 1-1. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Bombers. Perry, Dosco, and Dylan Martin. 1-1 pitch. Bears down on him, but Perry does not offer. It's 2-1. Out of Fontana, California, spent 2 years in Hawaii out at University of Hawaii Hilo. 2-1 and a swing there. It's 2-2. Only had 1 appearance in Hawaii and only had 1 appearance at San Bernardino in 2025. But this past season, he got to work. 15 1/3 out of the pen, 15 appearances. And he's got a 2-2 here. Driven in there above the infield, down the right side. Hasso and Imamura. It'll be Hasso for the first out.
Quinn Stewart. His father, Hal, played pro football.
His father, Hal, played pro football. His younger brother is a catcher at Concordia Irvine. It's an athletic family.
That it sure is. Favorite movie, Ford v. Ferrari. That's a good take.
Have not seen it.
You're missing out big time, Bucks.
Joey Dosco has missed the barrel a couple times, but had a single in the third. He's 1 for 4. 0-1 count. It'll be Dosco, then Dylan Martin, Jeff Grossart if one of them reaches. 1 out in the 9th, and 11-3 win. 0-2 now. Tyler Crawford still in line for the win. It went Crawford to Thunstrom to Haro. Then Makoa. Now we've got Stewart.
Make sure you tune into the Palm Springs Power Instagram after the game. I'll be talking to the player of the game. Hint, hint, might be Tyler Crawford.
Crawford's not a bad choice. It just depends on what you want to look at. You could go with Jaden Sanchez. He's had a nice day. He's reached 4 times. RJ Holmes as well. But, if you're going with an offensive player, you really are kind of pulling teeth on who you want to pick. 0-2 pitch. Up the middle. Gloved by Bianchina. He's going a long way. A quick throw, but it's not in time. An infield single for Joey Dosco keeps the inning alive. So Dylan Martin now with the runner on and 1 out. A double play would end the game for the Power. Martin today has already grounded into 1. It was in the 3rd inning to A.J. Bianchina. He's reached on an error in the 7th. With 1 out, first pitch fouled off. It's 0-1.
He's grounded out. Hit ground balls now 3 times. 2 of which resulted in ground outs, and 1 of which was obviously the error. But Power could use another ground ball right here. Keep this score right where it is and go home happy.
0-1 pitch. Goes the other way. Floated in there. Amari Conley hauls in out number 2. Two outs in the 9th. Up next for the Power again, they'll have the California Halos tomorrow. That'll be for Teacher Appreciation Night in the ballpark. And then a day off in the Inland Valley Bucks for the next 2 days on Friday and Saturday. 2 outs, and the first pitch, a swing and a miss by Jeff Grossart. One of a handful of guys for the Bombers who's had a really nice night. Grossart 2 for 4, and he scored twice. He's got a runner on, but down 8 in the 9th. And down to their final 2 strikes. It's 1-1 as that one's inside.
Quinn Stewart's favorite baseball player. You'll never guess this one. Trevor Hoffman. Interesting choice.
1-1 pitch. Half-hearted swing, and he went around. It's 1-2.
Good player. Interesting choice. I don't think I've ever met someone who said my favorite player is Trevor Hoffman.
1-2 pitch. Stewart set and deals. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. The Power take down the Bombers 11-3, and a fantastic performance from start to finish. Let's take you through it. 3 in the first for the Power, 2 in the third. A couple zeros put up by the Bombers, but 5 in the 6th, the real difference maker. A run in the 6th and 7th for the Bombers. Made it a 10-3 game, but a run in the 8th put this game on ice. 11-3 the final score, and the win goes to Tyler Crawford. 5 innings of 1-run ball for the young man out of San Bernardino Valley College. His first appearance with the Power, it was nothing but just fantastic from start to finish. Kept the ball on the ground. He struck out a few, limited the walks, and put his team in a position to win. Thunstrom, Haro, Makoa, and Stewart, an inning each out of the bullpen for all of them, and Haro and Makoa allowed a run each out of the pen, but no harm, no foul for them, and the Power go home happy. 11-3 the final score. The Power move on to 8-1 on the season after the 2 road wins yesterday, and they have been cruising for the last week and a half. They'll take on the California Halos tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Again, Teacher Appreciation Night at the ballpark. But for right now, thank you all for joining us here. I'm Stephen Buxton. Jack Glennon, he's down on the field getting ready for his post-game interview. Sam Egan, our producer, and for everyone who makes this possible. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for welcoming us into your home on Power Baseball YouTube channel. Power win it 11-3 the final score. We'll see you tomorrow here in Palm Springs. Good night, everybody.